everybody.
Welcome to this episode of Pardon Your French podcast, brought to you by Coppercock Gin Distillery. I'm Vanessa.
I'm Stephanie.
And we're here with
Siobhan.
I met Siobhan a few years ago when she bought a property in France. She's a second homeowner. So we're just going to talk to her a little bit about what it's like buying a property out here and the cultural differences and all the great things about having a home here.
Bit scary, but wonderful. I mean, I feel like Vanessa was my guardian angel. Her husband works in septic installation, and I bought a complete wreck, which is really bizarre because it needed everything doing, and I was living on the other side of the world. I think we worked together for the whole first week I was here.
Yeah.
And then I think you sort of dipped in and out a little bit because I was here. My first trip was like 3 weeks. I normally stay about 3 weeks to a month. And every time I come, it's like I tear around doing stuff.
Yeah.
Buying stuff for the place. It's working on it, trying to hope and pray that my amazing builder can give me a few days while I'm here, because there's so much that you want to do.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult when you're on site trying to work on getting something up to a point where it's even habitable. There's so many questions to ask, even little things like, where do you put this electric plug, what outlet, what's going to work, what little space niche is going to be the kitchen, what little space is going to be the bathroom. There's so much, and just trying to do it from a distance, you have to immerse yourself into the space. You have to see where the light comes in. It's like, so I sell real estate.
There we are. Okay. Yeah.
In California, not here.
Do sell nice places.
Well, everything's nice.
Yeah, I'm from, but like very nice places.
You can't buy a dilapidated garage for less than $1 million or $2 million even. Depends on the size.
Yeah.
Well, because it's the land value.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's very expensive to live in California these days.
Yeah. Because the land is finite and bordered by the ocean and the San Francisco Bay and
highways.
There's only one way that you can push out, and that's south, which is San Jose. And of course, everything up and down that little peninsula is just getting more and more pressé. A little bit more squeezed, a lot more squeezed.
Oh.
So I always say to people, because they often buy these older homes, which were very standard homes when I was growing up there. But of course, housing, it changes with fashion and people's living and what their expectations are. I don't know what it's like in France, but when I grew up, we had a family of 7, 5 kids, mum and dad, and we had one bathroom and one half bath on the ground floor, which was quite useful. And luckily, we had literally a WC, which is a water closet. This was in England. So somebody could use the water closet while somebody else was taking a bath, which helped.
Yeah.
But we had no walk-in closets. We didn't have ensuite bathrooms.
Yeah.
We didn't have all these things that today's buyers are really...
Well, they just assume it's a given that you have it.
Yeah. You have to have enough closet space for your clothes.
It's just on a completely different level, isn't it?
It's different. So it's like that here. Is that like it here too?
No, I don't think so.
I think renovations tend to be more. I mean, you'll have experienced this when you were doing your renovation. You had, like you said, kind of a limited amount of space, but it was a blank canvas, really.
Well, that's what I loved about it.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't do. When was it when you last there? I don't know.
I mean, so you had the bedrooms. We had done kind of the outline of where the bathroom was going to be in the middle space, sort of.
But you remember, so it was so funny because you'd walk in the front door. There was this long column of wall. And the first thing John did, even before I saw it, I said, just take that down. So now you walk in and it's just the
cruisy living room. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the bathroom and shower were like...
Do you remember
I walked in?
You walked in and the first thing you saw was the toilet. Not just the bathroom, the frickin' toilet.
That's so common. I've heard that quite often here.
It's the oddest thing from a feng shui point of view. Oh my goodness. My builder, John Mathers.
Yeah, he did an amazing job. I mean,
did an
the work that he had in front of him. And it was, I always found
I
it
think that was me who didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing.
so you bought it, you have a friend that lives out here, she had seen it.
Yes.
And she was like, yeah, go.
Really, that's so common now to people to, especially during COVID.
Well, I knew what I wanted. I wanted a barn.
Yeah.
My dream was to convert a barn and have a big open space with
Yeah.
hot gallery and
My eyes.
ceiling to fly. I love to cook. I wanted all like I can cook. I can have all my friends and family.
Yeah.
Just nice to get that.
I don't know if I'll ever get that.
No, you have that massive barn
No, but I don't know if I ever get to that because
Yeah.
I've taken it as far as I can go financially.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I can take it further. We'll see. Life is to be lived.
Yeah.
I still have a few years left in me. But, you do think when you're on the other side of the world, like how many good years do I have with health, with mobility?
Able to do the
That
travel.
I can do it, have the energy to do it. Can I still, will I still be able to drive? All this stuff, especially when you lose your parents, and you ladies are younger than me, so you probably don't think like this. And I hope to God none of you have lost your parents, but it's a horrible thing, and it makes you really face your own mortality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spoke with somebody recently about it. She said, I felt like an orphan. And I said, oh my God, I'm so amazed that you use that word, because when I lost my dad, that's exactly how I felt, like an orphan. Even though I still had my mum, my dad was like my rock.
Yeah.
So it changes everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything, the way you think about life and, longevity. And but you gotta seize it,
Right.
So my friend Emma is running the French retreat.
Oh, I picked Ming up from the French retreat the other day. I never got to meet Emma, but
She's amazing. And so I just called all my friends who had places in France. My son was taking French in high school and he was failing miserably. And I took him to London. I wanted him to experience that there's other countries, and I had friends and I had family in London. So in London he'd been there a few times. And I thought, oh, blimey, I've got to get him to France because it's a totally different language and it's different currency and just different culturally, different food. There's so much I wanted him to experience. So I called all my friends. Hey, can I come over and stay in your place for a few nights? I'm doing a road trip. I want to take my son. And some people were really lovely, and they said, yeah, sure, come and stay in and visit. And some people said, well, we don't have room, but I've got the Airbnbs, stayed near, we visited, we dipped into people's lives, we experienced different regions. It was lovely.
Yeah.
And then the last part of it, before we drove back to Paris, was here.
wow. And this was what year was it?
Oh, God, before COVID.
Right. Okay.
It was before COVID. I think it was 2019.
19. Yeah.
And I said to my boy, who's now a strapping great 22-year-old, I said, Jack, of all the places we've visited, and we didn't go everywhere. We didn't.
Yeah. Well, it's a big place to cover.
So we only had 10.
Yeah.
I said, all the places, like, what was your favourite bit? What was your... And he said it was Evian. And I think part of it had to do with Emma, and they just... I stayed there we stayed there the longest, and Emma has children, and there were cousins and people more closer to Jack's age who spoke English.
Yeah.
So he kind of had a more of an experience on his level as opposed to Buff dragging him around to all of her friends.
Yeah.
Right? It's a different... Right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So, I mean, I know Evian, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful little village.
It's a sleepy little place.
It is very sleepy, but it's so quaint.
Yeah, but how different? A lot of times people come here because it's different.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Sleepy Menlo Park. That's what everybody called it. Sleep. And it's just not sleepy.
It's not sleepy anymore.
No.
Wow. So is that what pulled you here? Because of the...
the pains of life.
Yeah.
And I miss England, and I miss my darling friends. Because I was 11 years old when my family moved to the UK.
Right.
So I have a lot, and there's something about English people, and they don't always warm to you, and you don't always make friends. It's not easy to make a friend, but when you have a friend, an English friend
For life.
if you've got a real life
solid friend,
who really cares about you. Whereas, you'd meet Americans on your trips and stuff, and you'd really like them, and you'd, exchange information, and you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
And it'd be fine. I mean, it's just people just are busy and they get on with their life, but it's different. It's a different kind of connection and a bond. And I wanted to be a little bit more less stressed.
Yeah.
And so it really is sleepy. I don't even know if my husband's going to like it.
Has he still not been out?
No.
Well, he knows about it, though.
You did this on the slide. I'd love that.
He did. She bought the house.
Then it's just, I knew he was.
It's beautiful. I love it. It's like,
you hadn't tell stuff.
No, I haven't told her that. I wanted this all to be for their exchange.
This is something that I felt like I would do.
Well, like we said, because you own the property in London, and that's what afforded you the ability to buy this property.
Yeah, it wasn't mixed assets. That's why I was free to do it. I just didn't know whether I was crazy. I mean, I guess I was a bit crazy.
She was crazy. Yeah.
You have to be, though. You have to be.
Yeah. You're that, to take that leap, but then also to kind of take it in anticipation that, well, if he's not happy about it,
who cares?
Tant pis. Yeah. It's my money. It's my investment. And
I thought, what's the worst that can happen? I don't like it anymore. I can sell it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. And I have in mind, like, it's so expensive to renovate. And I wouldn't have been able to do it. I think if I'd chosen any other part of France, if it was the connection with Emma and her knowledge of people who could do.
Yes. Very, very important to find a good network of talented people.
And
trustworthy people.
Yeah, because you're not here. So because you get a builder to go and do a load of work, like you're giving them money and you don't even know if it's actually being done.
It's really, really scary.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was really scary. And I was so petrified. I met Vanessa. I thought to myself when I left, I thought, my God, she's going to think I'm crazy. She helped me with the spreadsheet. Because I'm a little older and I don't have that. I wasn't raised with a computer. Nobody ever taught me how to create a spreadsheet. I've learned now, obviously, because everything that we do is so computer centric. And now I work with a very high technology driven company. And I've become quite good. A lot of people are surprised at what I know. And I guess I'm surprised at what I know, considering I knew nothing. But because of John and being able to trust him, and thank God he hasn't given up on me yet, because we've changed things,
Yeah.
I mean, even things he's done, we've changed, because you do something and you think, oh, it would be better. Like with that,
it could have been better. Yeah.
Yeah, like with that toilet, you don't want to, and there's a door. I'm going back to the toilet. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
No, don't. And I get it. I get it.
You go in the front door, right? And the interesting thing is, and the good thing is, and John said to me before I bought it, I said, is this crazy? He said, yes, of course it's crazy. But he said, the roof is in good nick.
Yeah.
That's a really big tick in the box then. One of the first things that you look for.
He said, I wouldn't let you buy it if the roof was a wreck, because you need to keep the integrity of the walls and the structure intact, and the roof is in good nick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, good. That's tick that box. Yeah. So, I mean, I needed to follow his guidance.
Yeah.
But what the other thing it had going for it was, and I thought, oh God, they're so ugly. But now I hug them and I'm so grateful for them. It's got these plastic PVC, you call it PVC?
Yeah.
Doors. And
we need a door handle windows, but they are
they're insulated.
Pretty quality, especially when you think about the state of like a lot of the single pane windows
that lead down in the winter.
I've had the look and
they always look great, but they functionally, the drafts and everything are much worse. Like, whereas you had this incredible package already.
Windows and doors. Yeah. Thank you very much.
With Ross. Yeah. You could block it and leave and feel, it's going to be not just any radio. Skeleton key will do.
So I thought I could start with this. So, but the interesting thing is this front door. I'm going back to the loo. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed. So so half the door is PVC and the other half is window. So you could be, and the door didn't close properly in the loos, and it would swing open.
Yeah.
So you can be
Not plumb.
Oh, okay. You could be on the loo and somebody just steps to your front
somebody
door.
steps up to the front door and knocks, and you can't even get to it and close the door. Oh, I can
You can literally see, yeah.
Oh my God.
you don't want people like watching you do your business. And it's so funny because Emma, who's just amazing, and she's like, Siobhan, that's really bad feng shui. And I think it was either Emma or Charlotte, her twin sister, said, I know what we'll do. Just move the door the other way.
Around. Yeah.
So that even if the door's open, at least, so when you walk in, and I put a nice mirror, it's not, you don't see the freaking toilet.
Yeah. Because I know quite a few houses that are built like that.
Really, it's the way the French did.
The French probably used to do things. Like, obviously, my house is like an old...
Well, I think it was like an easy plumbing situation.
Yeah, probably.
This is the only place we could get all the drain access.
Well, it won't be drainage way, there will be an access cheap route kind of thing. But obviously, as time moves on in generations, and there are so many Americans now buying in this area.
Yeah, and it cracked me up as well, because obviously all I've seen since moving out here was the way that British people renovate the inside of property. There's a pretty standard look, isn't there?
Yeah.
Especially like I always
What is it like? Is it quite...
They look like butcher block countertops. They're always fucking wood. And I'm like, this isn't functional. Long term, it's not a functional surface.
Well, mine is.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so thick, you can sand it for like 100.
This is it. I've just sanded my house. My house is done the same way.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know how to explain it. It just looks like what British people think the inside of a French property looks like.
Yeah, very classic boho.
Yeah.
Shabby
chic. Well, how would it look? Describe. Yours looks like what an American thinks the inside of a French property looks like. You've got the cupboard, instead of cupboards, like, everybody does the like cottage cupboard thing, the IKEA style, right? Kitchens here. But you don't have that. You've got curtains. That is what Americans think French properties have, is curtains over there. Over there.
Yes, I've got curtains on my sink.
Yeah.
But because it was such a traditional thing that I never changed.
Yeah. But and that must have some history back into French homes, because obviously they picked up on it.
Yeah.
But it's clearly it's like custom homes, and you go into somebody's custom home, which it is a renovation, and they all kind of fit a certain standard of what they're going to look like, colors, schemes, and styles, and like shaker cabinets and went out of fashion, and now it's the other ones or whatever. But Americans, obviously, our version of custom homes is different from yours, and so she's done. I mean, what you had John do was incredible.
Well, John just runs and does because he's really artistic.
Well, that's why it's so important to have the right person.
Well, that's right. I mean, he would run and do, and I'd like, oh my God, John, I wouldn't have even had that idea.
Yeah.
And I love it. Yeah. And can we play on that and take it through to this?
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm thinking about, back to aging, right? Okay. Because there was that fear, like, why am I doing this at this time of my life? Could be having a sort of more relaxing.
Yeah.
Because I'm still working.
Have a normal retirement eventually.
Well, if that one thinks about that.
Yeah.
Where do I want to be when I get to be this age or that age? And what do I want to be doing? So I just felt like I wanted to be around people that I really enjoy.
Key to it. So that is the key.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter the house, where you are, what area it is, the people. The people make the world go round.
But the house was important too, interestingly enough, because I wanted something that I could put my stamp on and do where I wanted and create. I wanted to create
project.
I wanted a project. So much so my husband works in construction, and he's like, I don't want to go over there until it's all ready. You have to be hard work.
I absolutely agree. I think before I moved here, the typical idea is like you go to France, you retire, you drink wine, you go for walks, you go tourist,
Yeah.
It's so opposite of that. It is so opposite of that. And I think if people see the reality behind all these shows or the ideas of things. And
You have to like your own company because
very
it's
much.
very remote.
Yeah.
And I said to my husband, I don't even know if you're going to like it because it's so remote. And I've got my friends and I can call people and I like people and I enjoy people. So I make friends quite easily. And actually, Emma said to me, "You know more people in EVA than I do."
You have to be a bit of a social butterfly because, like we were saying before we were filming, it can be, especially September when we're filming now, like we know we're going into that, cold, isolating, miserable season. It can often be. And you have to have a really good network of people.
So I had a friend who came out here. I invited her to stay at my place, but she was was staying with somebody else, and that's fine. And she was maybe an hour drive away. And the reason I'm saying that is she said to me, it was so amazing, Siobhan, because we did do a lot, Bordeaux and Saint-Emilion, this chateau, this winery, but she said, it seemed to me that every time we went out to do something, everything was an hour away.
Yeah. Vanessa is an hour away from me, yeah.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's just so interesting. Everything's about an hour away. On Guilhem, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like,
But then that hour, you're constantly driving.
And it's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I never get bored of the scene.
And you can listen to your podcast.
And then people listen as they try. Yeah, I listened to the social circle, the live event that we did, the music, the first one. And it was such a joy to listen to it as I was driving. And I wasn't stuck in traffic getting irate. You know what I mean? So what's your plan? So you're here, so have you got some more work as in on that property?
It's endless.
Yeah,
It's endless.
It always is. Even if you're full-time, it's endless.
Yeah. So when you're full. So obviously, I never saw it when the end bit was completely done. It was like the kitchen was laid out for it.
Finishing it now.
So you've turned it into 2 units.
Yes, but still interconnectable.
Yeah.
You know how the French do, where you have to go through a room to get to a room.
Yeah.
But we've also put a new front door at the very end.
Right.
And a lovely, John just did this last.
Like a patio.
Yes, like a deck.
Okay.
So you step up onto the deck and you enter the front of that little. It's like a studio apartment.
So it's like a shotgun house.
It's a longère.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I mean, so you used to enter in the side with
it,
and now you're going into the.
Where do you enter into the room, which used to go right into the toilet?
Yeah.
That's right in the front of the house.
Yeah.
So it is a London house.
Yeah. So do you stay? Where do you stay when you stay in the property?
Well, like I said, every time my goal that came last time was to have the second unit complete.
Right.
It wasn't at all. So now my goal is to have the second unit complete.
Okay.
It's nearly there. I mean, I'm literally at the point where I think Tommy's coming around tomorrow. We're going to put some furniture in it.
Oh, okay.
But, it's got an operational kitchen. It's got its own little full bathroom, ensuite. Yeah. No, just like clothes hangers on a roll. No closets, no walk-in closets, nothing fancy. What's the very interesting thing is, if I ever share with people in the States that I've got this place in France, everybody assumes it's a chateau.
Yeah. There's a lot of Americans that do come and buy the chateaus though, and then they sell them like a year later. Everyone goes, "Oh my God, have you seen like the price property in France and what you can get for your money?" And obviously, I was an estate agent for 11 years before I moved here, and I moved here and I was like, "Oh my God, have you seen the size of these houses?" And now I just go, I just want to downsize. I just want a little box.
That because I've got a friend who has a really sweet little old stone house like mine, but theirs is more of a house. Mine is more of I would call it a farmhand's cottage.
Yeah,
that's attached to the barn.
Yeah,
so it would have been for the farmer to live in.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the main farmhouse.
Yeah,
it's just a stone,
almost like a sheet in the barn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's so modest. It's so ridiculously modest.
Yes.
And it just gives me joy. And I don't need all of I do like it, all the French high ceilings and the lovely chevron wood.
Oh, yeah, the parquet flooring and things, yeah.
Lovely.
But you could still appreciate that.
But I enter my little place and it's just a little.
Oh, I bet that feeling when you get on the plane and know you're coming here. I bet that's an amazing feeling, isn't it?
Well,
Like
it's usually,
you're,
oh my God,
exciting.
I managed to get away. I managed to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exciting. I remember my ferry trip over, and then I had to drive from Caen all the way here, and with the cat and my kid and my dad, and it was like the most exciting thing I've ever done. It's like we're just moving to a new
It's
country.
kind of grown up, isn't it? Doesn't it make you feel?
Oh God, I still feel like I'm like 15, and I should have responsibility.
I know.
But then I'm like, oh my God, I've actually got to get us in the car and move country. And
It's very grounding. And
yes, he definitely grounded me, because I would still be going to Las Vegas and having a wonderful time.
Grounded.
Yeah. I'll be grounded before cars grounded. There's some, I would, if I don't move here, where would I be now? I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, it is a wonder. I'd be doing something risky and stupid wherever I go. I just ended up in France doing it.
I think that was the risky, stupid thing, wasn't it? Like, same for me. You're moving here. It was like, you get
Huge.
I had like 2 suitcases and a backpack, and that's it. I got rid of everything else I had.
You met Simon?
I met Simon here. I had to go back and get a visa and all that stuff. So I had 10 weeks where I was back in the States and dealing with the paperwork and, solidifying everything. But then, coming over and, you feel like this could be a big mistake. But, you've always got wings.
Time factor out here, I think. I've achieved a lot in 4 years, but then I think, oh my God, there's so much to do. Like, where am I going to find the time?
That's what I think. I mean, because I still have my dream of my barn.
Yeah.
I just put it on hold, and I'm like, I'm happy with that. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I'd still like to do it. I hope I will be able to do it in the next 5 years, or get it more to a certain level. But you know what? If I stop now, I'll be fine too.
Yeah. It's that acceptance. Whatever you're doing, whether you're living out here full time or you've got a second home here, everything, you just have to accept that it's lunchtime, shops aren't open. Took me such a long time. I like sat there going, I need my paint.
Yeah.
What's the average Joel? I need my paint. And now I'm just like, ugh.
I mean, we have a lot of English people here.
Yeah.
I get that's one thing that made me feel really comfortable about here, because I don't speak French fluently. I speak a little French, but my comprehension is not up to par. I mean, really. But there are so many people that speak English, and I hear English around me, and I feel like quite comfortable with
it. Makes me feel a bit calmer, a bit nostalgic. Like, oh, I'm out of my comfort zone, but I'm not so far out that I'm lost.
It's interesting, and I find that the French people that I've met are very kind, and they don't look oh bloody British. They're overtaking us. But I've never been, but the idea of Costa del Sol, Costa del Sol,
Brits abroad sort of mentality.
You get your pints pulled, and you get your bangers and
roast dinner on Sunday and a bit of bingo in the evening.
Yeah, I even do that. Why go to Spain for that?
To be British.
To be British. But I get it. I mean, it's nicer weather and everything. They've got everything that they have at home, but with the sunshine. So I do get it. But it's not what pulls me. I like the traditional.
Yeah.
So I'm really...
Yeah, because you're a cultural appreciation, isn't it? And, most people that do think of a second home in France, when they come here, they're like, wow, this is so incredibly different to maybe what I ever imagined, and it's always a good thing. It's I've never seen anyone disappointed.
No.
Breathing life into the area, I think
it's still better. Yeah, it's still better than just have things falling down.
Absolutely.
Not being loved and enjoyed.
And that's it. And I think you're going to do an incredible job. And I'm so glad to have met you. And you're going to be very happy every time that you come here. If you could give a couple of top tips to somebody being a homeowner, find your girl Friday like a Vanessa.
Find a Vanessa. Find somebody who you trust, who's fluent, who has the time and the patience to handhold you through the first week or 2 weeks of because there's so much to do.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, I had a list of things I knew I needed to do. I needed a French bank account. I needed this. I knew what I needed. I needed to understand the taxation, because I didn't want to be out of compliance or doing anything wrong or hit with any horrible thing I didn't think about. So it's stuff like this. You need people.
You need to.
We have permanent residents, you're part-time resident, and it is curious, like, how did you end up getting a home here? How did you end up, how do you stay abreast of what's going on? I mean, luckily you've got John, and he's able to do so much. So much.
And Emma.
Yeah. And so you already kind of developed that network a little bit, but as you kind of, like you're saying, you're straddling the two, as you kind of try and develop over here more, that will maybe give you the push when the time comes.
I'm hoping. I don't know. I mean, I'm literally playing it day by day, because if I try to put myself too much into the future, I get really stressed.
So thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're learning or watching. And thank you so much for your time. It was lovely to meet you. And I can't wait to see your toilet.
But it is, and now it's been sort of oriented. So you come and see my toilet.
Yeah, go see your toilet. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Yeah, go time. Yeah.
Thank you for hand-holding through.
Oh, you very much.
Everyone needs a Vanessa. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on French Podcasts.